So dragging a deer out. I have public land, without land in New Jersey, and not allowed public land mostly. Any ATVs, so I got to drag it out. I got to physically bust my ass and drag it out. So I keep these in my bag at all times. This is a hawk drag, and this is buck cuffs, real light. What I usually do when you shoot a deer, they'll run off, and sometimes they get some thick stuff. So I use this to drag it to a point where I can field strip and easily get to my vehicle at that point. So this, but if it's a light though, you know, if it's something that I can easily drag out, I'll just use this alone. But if it's a heavy deer, big doe, big buck, then I use something else. This is just usually to get it to somewhere where I can field dress and get access to it to get to my vehicle. So what I use net sometimes, very rarely, this is a deer cart. This is from Cabela's. Now this is great under ideal conditions when I'm in the terrain. Years ago I had this one area where I had a nice dirt road, not far, and these wheels work great in a nice, something like that, a dirt road. But if you're going through thick grass and stuff, it's not ideal. Use this very rarely, but it's good to have a nice deer cart because you never know what terrain you're going to be in. If you have a nice flat terrain, you don't have to worry about going over this or that or through this. A deer cart is great. What I primarily use is a sled. This is 95% of what I use. So what I'll usually do if it's a big deer, I'll use those little hand drags to get somewhere where I can field dress it. I'll go back to my vehicle, strip down a layer of clothing or so, and get this, and then bring out the deer. So a sled is really great. It's pretty much good for pretty much any type of environment. You know, if you got some nice grass or even over logs and stuff, this is really good. This is what I use primarily, a sled. I use this too when I'm setting up stands. If I'm going out to set up stands, I'll put everything in here, all my gear, and drag it to the stand and set up. So this is what I use primarily. These are great, very inexpensive, and they just work. Simple as that. So deer sleds. And for me, I'm by my house itself a lot. So to get a deer into the back of my pickup, what I usually do is lift this end, one end up, then get behind it, and then lift it up and put it in my pickup truck. So that's why I like these sleds. So that's it. Different ways to drag a deer. There's also these bags that you have with handles. I have used them in the past, but they're good for a certain amount of, you know, if you're going real far, I don't think they're really good. But this is what I use primarily. So let me know how you guys do it. If you don't have an ATV or any type of 4x4 you can use, you got to use good old muscle. Let me know how you do it. Maybe there's a better system, but right now this is probably for me the best system. So Richie, bullets, broadheads, dragging a deer out. There's so many ways you can do it, but this is the way I use right now, and pretty much works best for me. Take care, boys and girls. Bullets, broadheads, over and out.